Are in the mountain. Here you see the skiers, and here in summer the hikers.
Yeah.
A little bit kitsch, in my opinion. A lei piace questa? Per me è una roba terribile.
This was produced for the a company in Modena, for the Olympic Games in Cortina, the Winter Olympic Games. Yeah. This is called flying disc.
Wonderful.
You can see the level, they are wonderful.
That's really...
Because it's the period they start to talk about flying...
saucers or...
objects.
So that's the UFO, the espresso UFO,
Yes. And this one on the wall is particular because it was used in the ships and in the trains.
Because of space.
Yeah.
Because it was put on the wall, and you didn't need so many space for the machine. So we are always in the 50th, but in the second half, and we see the introduction of plastic as a new material. So the use of colors, like influenced by the pop art, and this is a way to produce in high scale, and changing the color of the plastic. You could have different
options.
Yes. And this one, for example, is very particular because as a picture, maybe placed in the coast, maybe Amalfi or similar. And it's called panoramic. Probably the different version existed. You could choose or personalize your machine. And this is very particular, Eureka, because it's the typical shape of the jukebox of the American cars, the front of the American cars.
Yes.
So it's a typical example of how the American style influenced the object in our life, and also in the machines.
Incredible.
It was a time of the American dream.
Yeah, this is also a nice one.
Yes.
From Bezzera.
Like with the
54.
crown or similar. Also, that one is a crown. Yesterday, a new one arrived. Is the small, the one group of that one.
Yeah.
And here you can see in the picture our second shop.
Okay.
After the first you saw in the entrance.
Yeah.
Then they had to move from that building, who was the town hall, because they restored. Was at the ground floor the town hall, so they restored the building, and they had to move very close in the square, close to that one. And we had. This was my grandfather. Yeah. And they had the sponsorship of a local cycle team. So that day there was a competition. So all the machines, the vans of the company were in front of the picture.
Oh, very nice.
And in 1960 it was restored inside, and this was the new bar, typical style of the 60s. You see the ceiling is very typical of the time.
Yeah, absolutely.
So here we arrive in the 60s. In my opinion, is the worst room in the museum, because the style here is very unfashionable.
Yeah, but many like it. So Yeah, for me it's also a difficult period.
Yes, it's very. They are very squared.
Yeah.
Nothing particular. That one is nice. We have also the 2 and the 1 group, but we had no space, so we had to remove them from the museum. And this is nice, in particular, with the copper panel, but it was too expensive for the time. So after less than 1 year, they changed this model to this one.
Okay.